What up, YouTube? Timmy's here. Since I'm doing my reviews for James Gunn movies in honor of the Suicide Squad, here's my review for the very first Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, Guardians of the Galaxy premiered all the way back in August 2014, and I was so surprised at how good this movie was because I did not really knew much about the Suicide Squad, about Guardians of the Galaxy or anything. Like I never really was too familiar with the comics. So when they first announced that they were doing a Guardians of the Galaxy movie, I'm like, okay, who are these people? Would would a Guardians of the Galaxy movie even make sense? Like, coming off of doing popular movies like Iron Man, Captain America, and you're doing this, really? It's a bit of a risky move doing for Marvel to do a comic film that no one ever heard of. But Guardians of the Galaxy came out, and I remember when the first trailer got released. I mean, the soundtrack in that trailer. I mean, remember this song "Hooked on the Feeling" that was featured in the trailer? That song always gets stuck in my head every time. And the soundtrack, one of the best soundtracks I've heard in a comic book film. I mean, this has such a really cool soundtrack. I mean, if you want like a movie with a banger soundtrack, this is definitely one for you. And of course, the leads in this, Chris Pratt as Star-Lord, Dave Bautista as Drax, Zoe Saldana as Gamora. You had Vin Diesel of all people as the role of Groot, Bradley Cooper as Rocket, who, by the way, you guys might not know this, but believe it or not, when Guardians of the Galaxy was first being announced and they were like saying the casting and everything, believe it or not, the actors who was actually originally was originally Marvel's choices for the role Rocket Raccoon was actually Jim Carrey and Adam Sandler. Can you imagine those two doing the voice of Rocket? But that aside, of course you had Michael Rooker as the role of Yondu. Michael Rooker is so good in this movie. Of course, Lee Pace as the role of Ronan the Accuser was terrific. The humor in this thing is great. The visuals is stunning. You also had Karen Gillan as the role of Nebula. She was terrific. You even had a Stan Lee cameo, which I always get a kick out of Stan Lee cameos. Shame we're not going to be seeing Stan Lee cameos anymore. R.I.P. man. Of course, you also had Greg Henry as Peter Quill's grandfather, Laura Haddock as Peter Quill's mother. The kid who plays the young Peter Quill was pretty good. Not a bit of a spoiler, but you even had a Howard the Duck cameo, who, by the way, is voiced by Chris Griffin himself, Seth Green, which I bet lots of people always keep forgetting about. You also had, you even had a cool cameo by Nathan Fillion, which I always keep forgetting Nathan Fillion was in this. I mean, you even had Josh Brolin, who actually pretty much made his debut as Thanos, in like a very briefly. Glenn Close, John C. Reilly was also in this. John Monsoon. I mean, you had some really iconic, cool actors in this, and it's such an entertaining film worth checking out. One of the, like I said, one of the best soundtracks in comic book history. I mean, the movie was even nominated for a Grammy, believe it or not, or I should say the soundtrack was. I mean, yeah, such an awesome film worth checking out. Not to mention the ending. A bit of a spoiler, but the ending, with Groot, now becoming Baby Groot and dancing to to the Jackson 5 song of I Want You Back, which is, I mean, who would ever expect that a Jackson 5 song could work out perfectly in a Guardians of the Galaxy movie? Like who? I mean, you literally got music from I'm not joking. You literally got music from David Bowie, from the Raspberries, from the Runaways. You literally got Cherry Bomb in this. Yeah, I mean, whoever expect that music like that would work perfectly in a comic book film like Guardians of the Galaxy? But it worked out perfectly. Of course, the chemistry between the gang are great. I mean, this movie, Rocket is still always my favorite, but yeah, I just so much love the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie so much. Uh, Second one is good as well. I'll get to that in a separate video. But that aside, if you guys have not seen the first Guardians movie, it's on Disney Plus. Go watch it. It's one of my favorite MCU movies there is. Anyway, let me lead you guys. What are your thoughts? What were your thoughts on the original Guardians of the Galaxy? Were you a fan of it? Were you not a fan of it? What were some of your favorite parts? Some of your favorite moments? Some of your favorite music in it? Drop comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell for more notification. This is Simu signing off.